Appreciate you hitting the button. Welcome to the How to Hustle podcast with Hype. This is episode 129. You follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Hype. It's HYMPE. It's Hype. It's not Hype. I'm not geeked up. Special guest in the building. Introduce yourself to the audience.
Oh man, what a pleasure, man. I appreciate you first and foremost for having me on. My name is Marcel Brown. Just a regular average servant of God, man. I'm on here because I met this amazing hustling brother about a week ago, and as you can see, we already getting busy, so I'm excited to get into it.
As y'all know, I kill niggas when they come on throwing out the whole government.
Come
Relax, get
on, wow.
comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You're
No,
in a
but
safe
listen, I'm gonna tell
space.
you. Listen, I'm gonna keep it real though. I'm glad that's the segue into what I'm really about, man. I had to kill myself. You know that? Like I really had to kill the version of who I was and then really claim who I feel like God is driving me to be. And that's really my authentic self. So I mean, why not? That's my name.
Hold up. Let me set you up for because you leading yourself down the path. Let's get you right here. We're gonna flip the script because this is another spotlight episode. So we usually end the show with what do you need to know. On the spotlight episodes, we start the show with what you need to know. And these spotlights are sponsored by H2H Cleaning. At H2H Cleaning on Instagram only. We do roof and plumbing, flooring, HVAC cleanups, cleanouts, remodeling. However you need it to make it happen. You get it with us at H2H Cleaning, and we will make all of that happen. If you make it worth my while, we will slide. Now, you're telling us what we need to know. You go ahead and lead us down the path. Talk to us.
So first and foremost, I don't know if y'all know about Kensington, Philadelphia, but it's one of the nations, if not the nations. Last time I checked, it was the nation's biggest poorest city, or biggest poorest Philadelphia is. Let me say that. And
If you don't,
so
for those who are, hold up, for those who are from out of town, it is Amsterdam, it's real life Amsterdam in Kensington.
like
Okay.
crazy,
If
like
you watch The
Amsterdam
Wire
is
and
not
you
for
see
me
Amsterdam
with
as
Zombieland,
Amsterdam was on The Wire.
definitely. Oh, all right, so yeah, that definitely is definitely some movie stuff, but real life stuff going on in Kensington. But the good thing about that is I represent a nonprofit by the name of Rod Free Organization, and we do some amazing work in Kensington, man. So I'll just get right into it, man. We offer free resources. Everything we offer is free. And like we were just saying, Kensington's crazy, so really not many things are considered good coming out of Kensington. Um, I was born in Kensington, so I'd like to say I'm being worked on as far as becoming good. But yeah, like I was saying, nothing really kind of comes out of Kensington that's worth speaking positive about. But here's Ride Free. I kind of got connected to them about 2.5 years ago, and fast forward to now, I'm like a leading supervisor, head mentor, and I'm just like actively passionate about getting people involved and exposed to the resources we offer. So I'll just run down the list, man, because I know somebody that's listening to this probably knows somebody that can use one of these resources. And right off the bat, we got a free recording studio. And this ain't no brinky dink situation. We actually got two recording studios in the building. Um, it's at 1952 East Allegheny. All are welcome. There is an age limit. I'll get into that in a little bit as far as the other programming we go, but the recording studio, you can come in at any age and start recording. We encourage it. We got two paid engineers in there. They're solid. One of them is a producer, so he can make his own beats, and the other one is just like an excellent mix and master kind of engineer. But shout out to Hef and Jordan. Those are the engineers. Shout out to Coke because Coke's his street affiliated name, but his real name is Louis Cruz. He's the founder of Ride Free. So I had
One
to get
thing we
those
do
shout
here on the
outs
How to
out.
Hustle podcast with Hype is when you shout somebody out and then you send them the episode, we tell them we only accept 5 stars, not four.
Let's get it. Yeah, listen, as is well deserved. So yeah, right off that, man, we got the recording studio, and I want to touch on that before I move on because there's so many opportunities within the That's kind of the idea that he came up with before everything started kind of formulating with the rest of the nonprofit resources. But he has a passion for music, and he understands the importance and the influence that it carries. So within the change that we're trying to create, he understands that it's a tool and a tactic to meet people in the music in their ears and get into their ears. So not only that, we obviously give the opportunity for people to record, and we since I've been there had some events where we had artists being paid. We got like a budget. Everything's government grant funded, but we
So
we
for you
literally give.
artists who are for the artists who are listening now, this is the last 2 weeks that we've done something for you, put something out there. Last week we had the family affair on. We had shouts out to Jay Brody came on and told y'all we how we can get your music played for free on the radio. Now we have somebody on here telling y'all how you can get in the studio to record for free with
for free.
somebody to mix and master your situation. If you're not taking advantage of these situations, I cannot do anything better for you here. I gave you the easy bounce pass. All you gotta do is lay it up off the glass. If you
Yeah,
fumbled it out of bounds and turned the ball over, it's nothing I can do for you. Go ahead, continue
nah,
on.
no, that's facts, man. And you'd be surprised how many people either drop the ball, they don't even line up for for the play, none of that. So definitely take advantage of this. If y'all listening and y'all are artists, y'all aspiring to get paid to do this, this is your first opportunity because I mean we got the money to cut the check, so it's just a matter of if you got the drive and you got the will. So definitely connect on that aspect. But before I move on from the music, I want to make sure I'm not leaving anything out. There's just a lot of opportunities. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm not gonna get into the actual details of them because they're still getting ironed out. But we just got approved for the budget, just pretty much to get the money to offer Meek Mill. So if you are listening to this, Meek, we are coming for you and your reform movement. It aligns with what we got going on as the anti-violence initiative that we serve. We want to partner with Meek. We are expecting a partner with Meek and do a big city concert. And those are opportunities for the artists that we work with to do the to get exposed to the audience that they draw in first and foremost. We shut down the whole Kensington like last summer, and had Core come out. This is like right in the midst of him. He actually was um meeting up with Meek after he did the show for us. But we had a bunch of our artists come and do their skit. We had an opportunity to win a free verse from Core, which one of our artists did get. And there's just opportunities like that. And I'm not an artist, so like I mean, I would just encourage you if you are in that space, man, this is the place to be. There's so many different opportunities to create and get exposed to like the industry in general. So yeah, look out for that reform slash ride free concert. We're aiming for June. So just keep that in your mind if you're listening, and hope that you guys can take advantage of it.
Now you said you got an anti-violence situation. Talk to us about that. This is like I said, this is the segment where we find out what we need to know. This is where we
Yeah,
educate the people on
absolutely.
what's going on and why we have this specific guest on. So now talk to us a little bit about the anti-violence situation. Because if
I'm
you
gonna
know
start.
anything about Philly, we are putting up entirely too many murders in these last couple of years.
Yeah, yo, it's crazy, man. I'm gonna start off again to give you another layer of who I am, or who what journey I've been on. I'm out on bail right now. I'm out not on just one bail, but two bails. This isn't something that I'm saying, and anything that I say isn't to be credited to me. I do take accountability, of course, but as far as anything I'm saying that's like seeming like prideful or arrogant, it's all intentionally accredited to God. Because if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for my Lord and Savior Yeshua, I wouldn't be here. So yeah, so I'm out on two bails right now. So about 2.5 years ago, April 2021, I want to say. I don't know if the time frame is right, but it was about 2.5 years ago. I got exposed to ride free, and that's a whole another story. But I'm out on one bail at the time. It's for a gun and drug case, and it's actually ironically or intentionally right across the street from where ride free exists. At the time I caught the case, it didn't exist. At least into my knowledge, it didn't. It technically didn't, but um, fast forward to me getting exposed to them. I'm out on a bail for gun and drugs. Still out on bail for that. So yes, this is all alleged charges, alleged charges. Yeah. So um, I'm the epitome of what the city can be like as far as it comes to the violence and the problems specifically in Kensington. So you can connect the dots on how intentional me now working for an anti-violence program right across the street without me even being like it's not like it was a goal of mine at all. So it just so happened to happen through the grace of God. But um, the anti-violent initiative that Ride Free represents is exactly that. We are combating the crime rate one person at a time. Like I said, Coke, who is the founder of Ride Free, had an amazing opportunity to hire whoever he wanted to with the budget that he had to I mean actual caseworkers and case managers and job developers and all this kind of stuff But within his decision, he thought it made sense to hire like relatable people, people that are the people we're trying to go out there and get this information to, because it's obviously going to sound. No one wants to really go to Career Link and hear about what Ride Free has. Like it just doesn't. It kind of there's a
It's easier when you
for
can
whatever
reach out
reason
and touch the person. It's
they
easier
need
when you
they need
get it word of mouth. Yeah,
exactly. So I really always tip my
the
hat to
word.
him for that.
Excuse me. The word straight from their mouth, from you. To get the word straight from your mouth is
From the mouth.
easier.
Yeah, yo, and there's so many different examples of that. Like, don't get me wrong, within hiring a bunch of street guys or guys that's transitioning from the streets or people, because we got some females on staff, it's not easy. It didn't always work. I definitely like to consider my case like a prime example of what the opportunity can offer somebody and what it means to the city. So instead of me doing whatever I could have been doing, or what the direction I was going in. Now I'm in a place where I can pretty much just pour out the potential that I feel like God gave me in regards to like influencing in a proper way.
The best thing that you could do, just like I just said about the music situation, is give somebody opportunity. You can give somebody opportunity to rise to the occasion, or they can fumble. And you gotta let them prove themselves to be good, bad, or indifferent, though. Uh, just like you said, they gave you an opportunity, and you have a choice there whether you want to turn it into something positive or you want to just be on some BS. Because, like you said, this is ironically enough, you catch the situation right there where you're now
That's
turning it
crazy,
into a
bro. Like I
positive.
still don't be getting over that part. It's I like I have to drive down the block every day just to like on some of my pinching myself type stuff. Like literally just was selling like hope because that's all I used to
Hey,
sell. We're out allegedly.
shit
So I
don't
just was
just
selling.
happen. Shit happens for a reason. Stuff
Yeah,
don't be just
that
that ironic. It be really that's stuff is happening for a specific reason, in a specific way. Every day. It's just all in how do you handle it, how do you look at it, and what do you take from it.
man. And to be fair to the audience, man, without or with incriminating myself, I just know honestly, there's no fear in my heart, because of my faith, and this isn't something. This can go up and down, but in this moment, I just definitely want to be honest and real. I was doing all the wrong stuff, man, all the wrong stuff, and this definitely gave me an opportunity to turn things around. And that's what it offers everybody that's involved in it, whether it's staff members. We got a staff, I just was counting the other day, so I'm in charge of like 18 interns. So we got an internship program right now where you're getting paid to be a part of our team, our outreach team, and whatever else areas you fit in. It's like a 3 month program, and you basically get your opportunity to kind of fill the resources that we got around and the opportunities we got, or create some value so that you could be a member of the Rock Free team. Um, but I know I'm probably getting a little
Do
off.
y'all help people with jobs and all that type?
Oh man, yeah. So let me get back to the
Talk to
list,
come.
and then I'll run
I
down
was
the list,
about to
and then
say
you,
it. I'm about to
yeah,
say, come on now, give it to
yeah.
us. You know what
All
I'm
right,
saying?
let me get a few quick.
We got
What
niggas who
you
need to
trying to
know
hit?
what's
All right,
going.
all right, all
We
right,
got
all right,
niggas
all
that
right.
need to know what's going on out
I
here.
got you, folks. Yeah, forget about what I got going on, but just to show y'all that it's really super real for me out on 2 bells, bro. Like y'all can't do this, y'all crazy. I mean, making it work. I just told you I'm a supervisor there now. Like I'm out on 2 bells. Like anyway, so we got brand development lessons. So you can go in there and what I initially got in there doing was I was making shirts for my nonprofit. Actually, I was making shirts for I got introduced to them because I was making shirts to get a billboard for this conference that my church was having. First time I ever did community work. Makes a lot of sense now because it just kind of exposed me to my value in the community, and then fast forward to everything I got going on now. But so I made shirts in there. I made a whole clothing brand called Cross Cultures. You can follow it on Instagram. It's cross underscore underscore cultures. It's kind of stagnant right now only because my last drop kind of didn't go well financially. As far as like after some losses, LNI kind of ran down on me down at Eagle Stadium, and then overseas product. Yeah, it was a couple things that didn't go my way, and I'm kind of stretched out thin. So those type of things could put you on hold. So, but it's an amazing brand nonetheless, and I can't wait to get back into it.
One thing about a clothing line, I always tell people is don't try to start off too fast. You got to start small. You got to have baby steps. This is like just like a child when they learn how to walk. They got to first learn how to get off the couch. You know what I'm saying? Then they got to crawl. Then they got to walk, and then you can run. You can't just get
Then you
off the
gotta fall,
couch and
and then you
start
gotta
running.
fall and know how to get back up. That's a big part too.
Hey, no, my copy, no doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most niggas think that you just gonna run straight out the door and I'm gonna start off my
Nah,
joint and I'm gonna be
nah.
polo in 3 days. That's not how it works.
Right. Yeah. Nah. I mean, sometimes you get those crazy lightning in a bottle and situations, but man, don't build a foundation on that idea for sure. So yeah, so you can go in there and make a whole brand, not only with the brand creation. So it's a vinyl. So I started doing vinyl pressing in there. So we got two instructors in there that can teach you how to start with the heat press and vinyl situation. So pretty much you can create your own image or get assistance with creating your own image logo or etc. And you get your own vinyl. You come in there, we got all the machines, and you'll learn how to take it from the computer to your clothes. Then we got a community shop in there as well. So again, 1952 East Allegheny, 2 blocks away from Kensington Allegheny. Watch the needles on the floor. Um, you can go in there.
Literally.
You can go in there, create your own clothing brand. You can go in there and leave your clothing brand in our community store where we're free of charge. We bust the tracks for you. We leave a form of payment. Um, and it doesn't have to be closed in the community shop. So any merchandise you got, you can leave it in there, and we sell it for you. Basically, you come in there, you set up your station, we leave it in there, and that's just how that works. So
It
that's what the
sounds like
clothing.
we need to get some of that custom hustle merchandise
I'm
down here
talking
in the
about like that was the
situation.
first thing that I'm like, oh yeah, this makes sense from the rip. Once you started giving it up, shout out to your brand too, man, because you definitely stand to sturdy, 10 toes, literally, like pulled your sneak off and everything. And there's a whole brand on there, and it was fire sneak. So yeah, and you said you got different color schemes. So yeah, I definitely think you need to be in there for sure.
Copy that.
So that's the clothing situation. You can go in there and start the brand development lessons and all that. That's what we kind of categorize it under. Then we got a gym room in there, so we got a bunch of stuff. It's raw, so it ain't like you're gonna go in there to a Planet Fitness. We got a bench, we got some weights, we got a boxing bag, we got a treadmill. Sorry, not a treadmill, a bike, one of those bikes. We have some yoga mats, some free weights, a bunch of stuff that if you really were serious about getting in shape, you can go in there and get in shape and lock in the room.
Basically, what you're saying is we got all of the equipment that you need to do whatever it is that you need if you're trying to really be
That's it.
serious about turning your
If you get
situation around. If you want
that's
to be
I mean,
proactive about becoming better as far as your business acumen, you looking for a job. If you're looking to start a clothing line, you want to start a business, you want to get your body together. We have all of that happening right here in the city. It's in
all in one
Kensington,
spot
so you know, head on a
in
swivel.
Kensington.
But
Yeah. No, I
uh
will. I will throw this in there though. But go ahead. I'll let you finish.
but yeah, like this is just to pay attention to what's going on around you. Like I said, you threw two things at me when we met, and shout out to PodCon because we met down at PodCon. Shouts out to Wallow for having that whole situation. Like I always tell people, as soon as you said that to me, I said I'm for anything that's positive in the city. And you threw two things at me, and I said stop because that's an episode. Here's my phone number,
Yeah,
and
just like that. That's a fact.
this is my whole situation is I'm really not even this episode is not for or about me. You put me on some stuff that I didn't know about. So now I'm
Yeah,
already like, all right, well, look, this is an off mic conversation. We need to tap in and make some situations happen. But I
no
want
doubt.
everybody to listen to this information because you're not just frivolously talking here. You're talking about,
At all.
again, trying to do
Nonstop.
something
I
better
do this
for the
7 days
situation.
a week.
And salute to you. In case nobody else tells you, we appreciate it. We need more people like you out there. In case
Yeah,
nobody else
same.
is going to tell you that.
I mean, if anybody does get any type of information that they want to act on with what we got to give a shout out to you for creating a platform because if they heard it on here, where else would they have heard it from? So big shout out to you for creating a platform for
Oh
people like us
yes,
and
you.
like we were talking. And at the end of the day, man, connecting is a thing. So I don't want people to go over people's head, man. You can it's not easy and it's not natural for us to want to connect because it's always the whole you being Joe or the whole. But when you got a goal and you doing something for a reason, that's not Joe. That's you being a go getter. So
All right,
like
so I
connecting and
love that you
networking.
I love that you
Yeah,
brought this up. Me and my man having this conversation at work, and he's like, "Man, I just don't want to be Joe with these white boys trying to get on trying to get on and all that for work." I'm like, "Bro, you sound dumb. You got kids to take care of. You
come on,
talking about you don't want to ask a nigga about some
make it
work
make
about
sense.
something that betters your situation because of what somebody else might say? Why do you care? When my daughter say what's for dinner, I don't want to be looking around like I want to be
Yeah,
able to answer the question. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
And not because I had too much pride to ask somebody for help. So my whole thing is always who's this nigga? Because I don't know him. If we in the right setting, you know what I'm saying? We in the right setting, then it's like, all right, well, look, it's all interaction. Like this situation that we was in at PyCon. The whole reason I'm
that,
down here is for connections and networking. I don't know these 60 niggas that's over here in row 12. Let's go meet them.
let's
Let's
go
go
meet them.
let them know Who's the boy who had the sneaks on? Who the boy who had that sweatsuit? The boy asked me, first nigga who see me in the line, say, damn, bro, you got to follow her me because I like that jacket. I said, well, you can get your own drink done up right here. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
like that. Yeah.
All right, so now we're gonna switch it up. This is the get to know segment. This get to know is sponsored by
Before,
Custom Hustle.
can before we go, I just got to give y'all this rundown. I'm not gonna give it to y'all in detail like
Go
I
ahead.
did the last time. But I got to run down these resources. So we got a mentorship program. We got job placement assistant. We definitely getting y'all jobs. I like 2 months ago, I got 50 people hired at Snipes, the Snipes cell joint I had. That's one thing. We have obtaining documentations like ID and all those type of things. Birth certificate and ID. Resume building. You can come in there and get your resume built with LC. Shout out to LC. She's our job developer, but he helps out with that. We got a free OSHA 10, free OSHA 30 certification. You come in there, we paying for that. We got a free CDL program. This is our top joint. We got a free CDL program that we get people certified in a CDL, like class A. Like I just made a connection with a job, but it's in Missouri, but they pay your Greyhound to go over there. If you didn't have nothing else, you wanted to change your life, you get your CDL with us. You go to Missouri for 2 weeks. I'm sorry, they didn't say how long. You go over there, they pay for your hotel, they pay for your Greyhound, they pay for your orientation. You go in there, you train because a lot of people when you get your CDL, they don't hire you until you got the on the road experience. So this is like stuff like that. I'm talking about like I have one of my mentees hit me up 7 weeks after he get his 7 weeks into enrolling. He passed his on fastest boy to ever pass his CDLs. Got his CDL. He called me from Cali, like, yo, bro, I appreciate you. You changed my life. Like, you helped change my life. And again, like I said, no credit is to me at all. I'm out on two bells. That's but so yeah, all that. And then the easy one day you go in there and get a forklift. Like if you don't do nothing else and you don't hear about nothing else, come get a forklift certification. It's free. You get it in a day. Like you sign up on. The only thing is now we kind of starting to do a lot of people be playing and we have no pay for the spots. We don't want to lose out on money. But long story short, um, you come in, show commitment, come into you come in and sign in. Literally, come in, scan a QR code. You prove that you came in. After the first week, you come. Second week, you come. You get a date. You get your seat. You get your forklift in the day. That same day, we take you there. We do everything we can. So that's pretty much, give or take the resources that we offer, and they're all free. And 18 to 35 for any of the programming. I don't want to mislead anybody. You got to be 18 to 35 if you wanted to get a CDL certification. We do have another partner that we send people to. I don't have all their details. I let the job developer do that. But as far as our situation, we deal with Smith and Solomon. There's CDL and all that. So it's sweet, man. CDLs is like 6, 7 grand right now, and it's just a great opportunity, and it's for free. And it's like worst case scenario, you do it for 3 months, you lock in for 3 months, and you get a free CDL. Like if you don't even want to do it, like you'll have a free CDL.
You always have that in your back pocket that you can do it. Copy that.
Yeah.
And throw out the address one more time for the folks in the
It's
city. You
19
come over the bridge or wherever
1952.
you at.
Say it again.
I
Yeah,
said they can come over
right.
the
So
bridge or
no,
whatever. Yeah.
no, like people done came down there and changed their ID because you do have to, you do got to sign up with a state ID, PA state ID. But we didn't have people from Jersey come switch stage on and all that stuff. Whatever you gotta do, come get these free resources if it's gonna really benefit you and change your situation. And if you don't know, no, if you can't, just plug somebody in. We know you know somebody like boyfriend, little cousin, little brother, nephew, anybody. If you can't take advantage of this, please like lock somebody into this. It's 1952 East Allegheny. It's the basement. It's called. Can't miss it. You get that close, we'll find you. You just right there.
Say that one more time. You said 1952 and you cut out.
1952 East Allegheny. My AirPods about to go out, so hopefully that don't let me know when you don't hear me.
Copy that. All right, so now y'all got all that information. Please lock in, check the bio for the episode because we will have the information in the bio for the episode. Appreciate you hitting the button is what we always say. So you hit the button and it only benefited you these last couple of weeks. Now, like I said, we're going to slide into the Get to Know segment of the show, sponsored by Custom Hustle. That's at Custom Hustle World on Instagram. It's Custom Hustle Co. on Twitter. We do custom jackets, custom jerseys. We got football, basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer. We got 4 versions of the sneakers, the CH1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. We got the flip flops. We got the sweatsuits and all types of sizes, colors, whatever it is that you need. Kid sizes are available, adult sizes are available. You get at us at Custom Hustle World and we will make it happen. We are customizing everything you need over there. So get at us at Custom Hustle World on Instagram, Custom Hustle Code on Twitter. Now you
Yeah, I
situated
gotta
over
put an
there.
order in too, man.
Hey, listen, get at me. Now, this is the Get to Know segment. This is where we diving into you. So we're gonna throw a couple of random joints at you, and you just throw me some answers. Don't think too hard about these. And it's funny that you mentioned this because you didn't even know I had this on the paper. What's your worst habit? What's your bad habit?
My bad habit. I'm in a good space, man. Like, I mean, the things that I'm working on the hardest is the things that are most challenging but are getting better is um sex before marriage and smoking. Those my
Okay.
bad. Yeah, but I'm on a
What's your
streak right now.
What's your favorite movie?
Casino.
Casino. Okay. What is when you say you hear somebody say great music? What is it that you think of?
Is it just one? Because I got a couple that just ran in my head.
The way I
So like
just said, don't
life
think too hard
changing
about
music,
them.
bro, has to be like worship, like the vibes. I don't even know what kind of alternative worship. I don't know what it is, but when like people, so like I've been exposed to like this alternative worship music, which is basically people speaking on their testifying to their experience with God, and that's been like life changing fire. Like I'm talking about, it's sturdy. But of course, Michael Jackson, like we can't go wrong with Mike. Like
Okay.
Mike's classic.
Now, in this one, we're gonna throw at you. I throw out the year. You tell me how old you were. What do you think of 2005?
And then like right around the Eagles losing the Super Bowl, I think it was 2003,
That was
2004, but that's what
2004.
mine. All right, so I would say high school days, like CEP. I went to a school called CEP, a disciplinary school.
Okay.
This interview making me look bad, man. I'm a good guy, man. I'm a good guy,
No, it's,
man.
bro. You threw all of this fire content about all of these situations and programs. This is not making you look bad. Mistake. The past is the past. Ain't nothing we can do about that. We can only change the
Yeah,
present and the future.
that's
So
it, man. If anything, learn
Wednesday,
from that because
you
we
can't
can
do
make
nothing about
mistakes.
we can't do nothing about the milk that's spilt on the counter. All we can do is get napkins, paper towels, you know what I'm saying, and clean it up. But all we can do is make sure that the countertop looks good afterwards.
And
So
don't be scared to do that, man. That'd be the biggest challenge is stepping in a different direction. And once you do, man, you'd be surprised.
all right, so now you said 2005 it made you think of like high school days.
Yeah, yeah, for
When you
sure.
think of high school days, what you think about?
Zero discipline, like no purpose, like just floating. And I wasn't
Hi-
smoking or nothing at that time, so it's
High
crazy.
school, high school, all I think about is the hallway. Just
The
like
hallways.
the hallway.
Bro, I wasn't in school enough to be in the hallways.
I used to always say then, like, man, I wish I just had a camcorder just so you could record this shit. Like, cause you ain't
Right,
everybody had
that's
no phones
crazy.
back then. Cause
That's
like
crazy.
do you know how
Chirps.
geeked
We
you
had the
would be?
chirps back then. Well, I had the chirps back then.
Them Jones had just came out in '04. Yeah.
Yeah.
But them Jones ain't have like a crazy camcorder to be recording, and you wouldn't have still had that
Mm-mm.
phone 20 years later to see none
Everybody
of
was still
those
playing
videos. And
Snake and stuff on the Nokias. Remember them?
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you wouldn't have had none of that footage. Like if you could have seen some of that footage now, just a random Wednesday, you would love that shit. Like,
Yeah. Kids don't know what they got, man.
nah, not at all. That's why youth is
As
wasted
I'm
on the
sounding like
young.
an old man. I mean, I ain't getting
I
younger.
mean, hey, nobody getting younger. That's not the way this situation works. But one more time, let them know where to come out to. Where can they follow the page? Give them all of that last information before we close out episode 129 of the How to Hustle podcast. Ryan.
Man, seriously, all jokes aside, y'all, life-changing opportunities here at Rod Free. It's at 1952 East Allegheny. It's in the basement. Ride free. Just get close enough to Kensington and Allegheny and say ride free, and they're gonna show you where it's at. But it's 1952 East Allegheny. We're gonna roll a red carpet out for you. If a listener and you let them know that you was on, we carry it however we carry it every time. But I do my all to make sure people get treated the way that we can. And my name Marcel again. If you can, if it's cool, I can plug in my socials. You can
Go
follow
ahead, yeah.
me on Instagram at longlive_FA. That's the version of me that had to die Fi, but longlive_Fi on IG. I just started a YouTube channel. I didn't tell you this, but when we met, that was like my first time posting, and all of it's God led. So I'm actually gonna upload another video today, but you can catch me on YouTube and follow. Please like and subscribe if you are moved to. It's called Kenzo Born. That's KENZO Born BORN 88, and that's on YouTube. Follow my story a little bit more on there. And before I say all that, I want to give or after I say all that, before all that is God, man. It's all about God for me, man. I really honestly wouldn't be on this episode. I wouldn't be talking. It wouldn't be no me right now if it were up to me. So obviously I gotta credit the creator, the most high. All praise and honor, glory goes to him. And I hope to see y'all down there, man. I know y'all know somebody, and send somebody else if y'all don't know. Come on, like, don't just listen to this and act like it don't make y'all can't make it make sense. Please make it make sense. It's free resources, and people don't. Yeah, it's free resources.
Copy that. That's episode 129, y'all. I appreciate you coming on, bro.
Thank
We
you, bro. Thank you for your platform.
are out.